like as I'm making this video, the power forward Trey Murphy front has been very quiet for the Pistons. Maybe they have an agreed upon deal with Trey Murphy that they're ready for draft day, which by the time that comes, y'all should be seeing this video. Maybe they like somebody in the draft. Maybe they got it waiting to free agency to like somebody. But as of right now, it's been quiet. You know, ain't heard much on the Michael Porter front. And sometimes quiet is good. It was very, very quiet. It was very, very quiet for Dusty May, and then he ended up being the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks, allegedly or reportedly. So maybe quiet is good. You know, we was linked to Lauri Markkanen. It's been quiet in Utah. So I don't know if Utah trying to move up to number one with Washington. It's rumors that, you know, Darren Peterson only worked out for Washington and nobody else. Michael Porter's been quiet. You know, you hear rumors saying that they don't get a deal done, they would trade him for an extension. Not much out of Denver about nothing. You know, either it's keeping Cameron Johnson or what's the white boy name? I like him a lot though. Getting rid of him. There was some talks about Aaron Gordon rebuilding around, you know, Jokic and Jamal. I don't think Minnesota getting rid of Naz Reid. You hear Kyle Kuzma talking about he might be a throw-in in the deal. I'm not no throw-in. Don't know what's going on with Bobby Portis. You hearing the Raptors are monitoring Miles Turner out there, and you know, what's going on with Minnesota, and they tear down. Yeah, really, realistically, I don't know. I realistically don't know what you know what's going on as far as that front. You hear, you know, PJ Washington is available. Somebody brought that up in the comment section. I did see that. You hear Miles Bridges could have been packaged for the Sabonis to Sacramento. So would y'all like Miles Bridges at the 4? But right now, I mean, I just think they can't go into next season with Tobias as their 4. Yo, if they get Jackson Lindenberg and they, you know, him and Tobias man that position together with Tobias starting, I'm perfectly fine with that. But that's a position, in my opinion, that just they have to address it. They have to get better shooting at that spot. It's imperative that somebody got to shoot better at that spot. Somebody got to defend better at that spot. And that's why a lot of us like Trey Murphy. We get it that he's not your grandfather's or your father's power forward. I get it. Trust me, I'm more of a old school NBA guy. I get it more than most. So you won't get that argument out of me, but that's not today's league. As much as y'all holler about positionless basketball, and then we start talking about positionless basketball, here you go. Trey Murphy it reminds me of a young Tobias Harris. Real rangy, a little bit more athletic, and he's eventually going to put that weight on to get thicker. You know, and then people in the comment, well, you know, Paolo's is an anomaly. But once Paolo figure out how to play like Chris Webber all the time and Rasheed Wallace and KG, I would say you have a problem. But then again, that's why you have 15 players on your roster. But Paolo, that's what you're hearing. But Paolo, they named one more. They want well Zion. I'm like, he don't even play. Like we that's like talking about the team manager that play on the team. He don't play until the last game of the year, and that's if it's out of reach. He only play in practice. He don't even play in practice. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, I hear people. I definitely hear people. I hear people. We ain't worried about that. Because all they do is they switch everything anyway. And that's what Trey Murphy prevents from happening, because he can switch on multiple guys. That's what you like about him, the range, growing to the body. He can switch. Defensively is what you're trying to keep. Therefore, if you got 4 really good defenders, I assume Duren to be here. He is a good defender, not just in the playoffs though, but we hope we get over that mental hump if he's still here. K, Asar, Duren, and really you hope that 4th defender, you really hope to have 5 really good defenders. Realistically, that's why everybody liked the idea of Kawhi Leonard, because his ability to stick you on the defensive end. Chicago slang, no Diddy, right? So realistically, if you can get 5 really good defenders in your starting lineup, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can get shooting, but in general, when you start throwing in Michael Porter Jr., Ain't the best defender. You start talking about Tyler Hero, which not the best defender. You start talking about Kyrie, not the best defender. Zach LaVine, not the best defender. Lauri Markkanen, not the best defender. And that's where Trey Murphy had the edge at. You know what I'm saying? That's where his edge was at. His ability to defend. Therefore, you have 4 really good defenders. Therefore, you can take a chance on a Kyrie or a Zach LaVine or a Tyler Hero, and they just have to be at least what Duncan Robinson was defensively, which they all should be better because they're better athletes, but that's no here nor there. So, yeah, right now it's kind of quiet on the power forward front, and that could be a good thing, and that could be a troubling thing. But I'm pretty sure when you're the head of president of basketball operations for the Pistons, you're like Batman. And any other team, you got a plan A, plan B, plan C. You probably got a contingency plan for plan Z. So they have a vision, and the fans always have a vision on how we see free agency. We always do. We see Kyrie and Trey Murphy in the starting lineup and getting Kobe White off the bench. And in reality, it's probably most likely going to be Tobias Harris and some guy at the 2 position, Kobe White, and that's all they're going to do. It is what it is. But just temper your expectations. But what arouses people to or get their expectations up is that Tom Gores he gonna spend it, in my Young Miami voice. He gonna spend it. He willing to spend it to win. So that's where expectations come. Like, he different, you know. He gonna spend it to win. Every now and again, the Tigers they spend it to win when they had Prince Fielder and Miguel Cabrera and all that type of stuff, and then they didn't win it. And it was like, you know. But I look, you know. But it's quiet on the power forward front. It's real quiet. So, you know, this might be one of the more, you know, bigger draft days for the NBA, to be honest. Giannis, you know, you could see some, you know, Kawhi, I think that's going to, you know, work out. So you can see a lot of trade. I miss a lot of good basketball players. You hear like little rumors going out there about the guys in the draft. So, yeah, I haven't been real interested in watching the draft in quite some time. I haven't watched it the last couple of years, you know. Pistons ain't been too high, but in general, I used to like to watch it, like to see people change their family lives and, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, I used to know the players, but now I know the players a little bit in this draft. So, you know, it's going to be interesting. But in general, it's kind of quiet on the power forward front. So I think that's a good thing. I think they may have figured it out or have a plan. Now they have to execute the plan as powerful as, you know, on the power forward front. So we'll see if they can execute it. But I think they have a list of guys that they like, power forward wise, shooting guard wise, and we'll see what the vivid picture look like at the end of the day. I can't call it. You know, I'm not a, you know, NBA insider, but hey, let me know what y'all think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hit the link in the description. Find me everywhere: X, Instagram, Facebook, the whole nine. If you need to reach out, people.